Okay, so name a female colleague who inspires you and why.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, you have to go first.
Uh,
Okay, fine. You're asking. Okay, is it that? So okay, so a female colleague that inspires me and why. So I'm gonna go with Representative Santos.
Mm.
She is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
She's a legacy.
Mm-hmm.
She is an institution, and she is the institution in terms of her knowledge and her insight, but also just I just love working with her because she tells you the hard truths,
Right.
and those hard truths always make you better as a policymaker, as a legislator, even as a friend. So I would have to say Representative Santos.
Absolutely. I mean, she's one of those women who's very fierce. There's a lot of fire, a lot of receipts. She holds you accountable. She holds
Yes.
herself accountable.
Yes.
And I think we sometimes forget that she has so much heart for us because she believes in what we're doing here.
Exactly. And also, I love the fact that she has a lot of grandchildren and great-grandchildren. So I love the fact when I can look up to a woman leader, I can say, I want to be her when I grow up.
Right.
So I tell my kids, like, I need some grandbabies. Like Rep Santos. So.
She is community.
Oh, I like this one for you because you're going to have a great answer. What can women do to succeed?
Well, women already know how to persevere. Women already know how to make something out of nothing. That is like the bread making, the way we feed community, the way we are able to support each other. One of the things I love about working with women is that we have a way of collaborating that isn't always connected in other parts of community. And it's the iron that sharpens iron. You know, there are ways that we bring our heart to the work, but also reminding each other that there's a lot that needs to be done and that we're unpacking parts of the conversation that really isn't discussed in other places. And it's that vulnerability in leadership I admire with so many women leaders out here that they bring more to the conversation than historically we've been allowed to.
I love that as policymakers, we're able to make policies that allow women to be their authentic whole selves. And we have women who are mothers who are not mothers. We have women who are career women. We have women who are homemakers. And we're all coming to this policymaking space with our lived experience and being able to be our authentic self as women, which is not something that our mothers and grandmothers probably would have experienced in this body. So,
well, they need us to succeed because
Absolutely.
they sacrifice so much for us, and they know, like, I know when a woman of a certain generation is like, you've got to carry on the fight because we had so many limitations on us, and you have so many options, but then that pride, you know, when a seasoned woman comes up to us and they're like so excited about what we're doing out here, I'm like, oh, let me go one more hour.
Exactly. And I do love being our ancestors' greatest dreams.
Yeah.
That means a lot. And I think when I look at the women in my family, I know the women in your family, I think they're proud of us.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, see, I love that your best leadership advice from a woman. So what's the best leadership advice, I guess, you can give being a woman? Love that.
I mean, I think I'm at a point in my career where, you know, learning to give yourself grace. You know, you have to, you know, can't fight every battle, and not every opportunity is really for you. And how do you kind of hone in your skills on what you do really well? And so that tells you have to know yourself, know what your true north is. And who is going to be on your team to help support you, because you can't do any of this alone.
Absolutely.
And so I think that is like giving yourself grace to, okay, I'm going to try this. It may not work. I'm going to make the pivot. The pivot is my favorite thing because the path to success is never like obvious or straight and narrow. I'm always zigzagging and I'm like, okay, well, let me try it this way. Or here's a resource that I didn't even know I could ask for. And so I want to make sure that like open doors and make sure that other folks don't have to make the same mistakes I made. Let's make new ones, but like let's fix it to a way where we're just building even more in community, building even more on our families and our ourselves.
Yeah, no, that's great advice. So, okay, my advice from a woman is going to be the reason why I give women this advice. I don't know, we're about the same age. I know you're a tiny bit younger. Remember that commercial that had the gal with the suit, and she said, I can bring home the bacon and I can fry it up in the pan, and then she started singing and she was twisting that pot around. So, a couple things that are wrong with that. So, first off, women don't have to do it all, and we certainly don't have to all do it alone.
Right.
And let's be real, bacon is absolutely terrible for you. So there were so many things wrong with that commercial, but as I look at my life now, I kind of believed it. I thought that's what we had to do. We had to do it all. We had to bring home the bacon, fry it up in a pan, look good while doing it, and there was nobody there to help, right?
Right.
So when I look at my own schedule, I've tried to not do that, not to be that superwoman, especially not for my daughters. I don't want them to see me doing it all. It's a team sport. I love being in the house because it's a team sport, but part of what I tell women, look at your calendar at the end of the week. And take your highlighted markers, right? Give everything a color, your home life, your work life, maybe your volunteerism, your self-care, and then kind of color in, right? So blue is for my home life, and I look at the week and I go, okay, this is all the time I've spent with my family and doing stuff. If there's not a lot of blue in my calendar, there's a problem.
Right.
And as women, we need strategies. We need real world, not just, go forth and do and be and you can do it, girl. We need that. But we also need real world strategies like, girl, take that calendar out and is there enough self-care on there? Is there enough family time on there? Is there enough work time on there? And make sure there's balance. So, you don't have to bring home the bacon, fry it up, do it alone. And, at the end of the day, you don't have to eat bacon. I can be the team player. I wasn't Grumpy McGrumperson.
I did not. I was like,
you're just like